सर्वप्रथम गुरुपाद पद्म नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सतसमाधि भक्ति वेदांत भगवान श्री महाराज एवं नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सतस्य श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत श्रीधरनारायण श्री महाराज अभय चरण कमल अनंत कवि षष्ठी ज्ञापन करता हूँ। तत्पश्चात नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सतस्य श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज एवं मंचस्थ विराजमान।
So my senses, my Gurudeva, to all the present here, my God brothers, and to Param Puja Pada Rishi Bhaktivedanta Parivrajak Maharaj, Param Puja Pada Shlamada Maharaj, Sushla Vishnu Maharaj, Sushla Santa Maharaj, Shla Narasim Maharaj, Harjan Maharaj, Giri Maharaj, Nimai Pandit, all the Vaishnavas, the Vaishnavis, the mothers, those who are eager to listen to hari-katha, to the feet of everyone, please accept my dandavat pranam. Today, so we did doing the Navadvipa parikrama. We had the darshan of many places. So today is our second day of parikrama. We crossed the Ganges and we went to the Gabi-Gacha, especially went to Swananda Sukada Kunja also, the place of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So the Samadhi of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his Bhajana place also we went today. So we had the darshan of many places. The time was very brief, so I cannot speak brief hari-katha in so much details because there was so much strong sun. And after the breakfast we headed to Nishinhapali, and then so when we reached Nishinhapali, but after Nishinhapali, then we came back and there was too much sun. The sun was too much today, so much hot. It was really difficult to tolerate the sun and the heat. Mahaprabhu, Gurupada Padma, always they accept our moods. Bhavagrahi Janardana. So one brahmachari told me, so they had so much enthusiasm and they brought the deity back. So they wanted to bring the deity in the car back, but the boys told, no, we will go walking. They wanted to maybe bring the deity in a car or something because it was so much hot, but the devotees enthusiastically said they would bring the deity back walking. So even serving to God, even unhappiness will be happiness. So deity was there. I cannot speak so much English in Nepali. Is the sound okay in English translation? Haribol, Facebook, sound is coming? Some people lost their money today also. Somebody was stolen. So many thieves also. So many things happened.
কিন্তু সর্বন্তর্যামী ভগবান দু এক জায়গার কথা আমরা হয়তো বর্ণন করেছি মাত্র, সামান্য রূপে বর্ণন হয়েছে। যেমন
So they had so much time to speak today there. And also Suvarna Bihar also didn't speak about it, Suvarna Bihar.
বক্তব্য আমি আপনাদের কাছে রাখছি।
So I'll speak something about Suvarna Bihar.
সত্যযুগের সুবর্ণ সেন নাম সে
So in Satyayuga there was a king in Suvarna named Suvarna.
রাজত্ব করেন,
A king
কিন্তু তিনি বিষয়ী ছিলেন।
named Suvarna.
পূর্ণরূপে তিনি বিষয়ে প্রভাব
He was so much absorbed in sense gratification, this king.
সম্পত্তি হয়, সে কি আর ভজন করে? সুখে সুখে কেউ ভজন করতে চায়?
Is there anyone who wants to do bhajan in the happiness moments? No.
दुख में सुख में न करे कोई। और
Very difficult to do bhajan in happiness moments. Everybody just remembers God in the
हिंदी में बोल
sad moments. In Hindi they say.
राजा एतो
So in the same way, this king was
विषय मत ছিল,
absorbed in sense gratification.
प्रमत्त था।
I was absorbed in sense gratification. One day, Narada Rishi, walking here and there,
সুবর্ণ সেন রাজার কাছে
he came to this king Suvarna Sen,
দেশ প্রদান করেন।
and Narada Rishi gave many instructions to him.
দেখুন শাস্ত্রের মধ্যে বলা হয়েছে
Shastra explains
যখন
that
আমাদের সাধু সঙ্গ হয়,
when we will have sadhu sangha,
যখন আমাদের
when our sukriti becomes matured and accumulated,
ভক্ত সম্মিলন পরিযায়তে সৎসঙ্গ প্রাপ্তে কুম্ভী সুকৃতি পূর্ব সঞ্চিত পূর্বজন্মী যখন সুকৃতিগুলো
when your sukriti from many previous lives become accumulated and matured, then you get association of sadhu.
সাধু যে অমৃতময় বচন বাক্যের প্রতি তাদের
So when you have association of sadhu, then you, in this moment when you have the sukriti, you have faith in the words of the sadhu. Maybe you see the sadhu but you don't have no faith.
কান দিয়ে
You listen one mouth and one ear and let it go from the other ear. Why you don't follow the instruction of sadhu? Because you don't have sukriti. If your sukriti is mature and accumulated, then you'll have faith in the words of the sadhu.
সাধুভক্তি আমরা আচরণশীল সাধু হতে হবে।
Okay, but to be a sadhu who follows all the good behaviors.
আচরণশীল সাধু
The sadhu, if the sadhu is not someone who is following the behaviors, proper behaviors,
শব্দ পড়ে নিয়ে যদি বলে
and he's only speaking the instruction of the Shastra, but he's not himself following, so there's no benefit. So Shastra explains, some people they only preach, they don't behave accordingly. Some people only behave like they follow the rules but don't preach. But you should do both, preach and also follow and also preach.
আর প্রচার দিতে পেরেছে।
Achar and prachar. You should follow those behaviors, and in this way, you should.
সেই জন্য সাধু শব্দের অর্থ করতে গিয়ে
So-
সেখানে বলেছেন ভক্তি সিদ্ধান্ত প্রভুপাদ সেখানে বলেছেন
So Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada told,
আচারবিহীন প্রচার সেটা হচ্ছে কি কর্মের অন্তর্গত।
if you only preach but you don't follow himself that in your life, this is like karma, not bhakti.
তাতে কিছু হয় না। যেমন একটা কথা আপনাদের শোনাই, কোন একজন সাধু
Like for example,
খুব ভাগবত কথা বলতেন
there was a sadhu who was speaking Bhagavad Katha
আর পান চিবাতেন,
and chewing the pan, like betel nuts,
শিষ্যের কাছে বসেছেন,
and some disciples sitting near him.
পান চিবাতে কানের যে বই লেখা
He was chewing betel nuts, and these betel nuts from his mouth
শিষ্যের গায়ে পড়ছে।
also like a little bit spit on the disciples.
শিষ্য বলছেন,
Disciples told,
গুরুদেব আপনি
গুরুদেব,
ভাগবত কথা বলছেন,
you were telling the Bhagavad Katha
পিচ করুন, পিচ বলেন?
that we should
কানের পিচ
not
বলেন না,
not chewing the betel nuts, and sometimes this is coming out of it. But you spit on our body this.
জানিস
Then the Guru told, you know,
আমি যখন হরিকথা করি
when I was giving hari-katha,
সাক্ষাৎ গঙ্গা দেবী
actually directly Ganga Devi
আমার মুখের মধ্যে
came in my mouth when I was giving hari-katha.
এইটা তুই জানিস না বাবা গঙ্গা
So
যাত্রা
you are thinking that this is spit of betel nuts, but no, actually it's the Ganga flowing from my mouth and coming on you. I'm purifying you.
এটা বলছো পানির পিচ
You think it's like the spit of betel nuts that I was chewing that just now I accidentally threw on you, but actually it was the Ganga, water of the Ganges, who was in my tongue. Hey, listen.
শোনো ভাগ করে শোনো এটা হচ্ছে সাক্ষাৎ গঙ্গা দেবী
So now directly Ganga Devi.
ভাগবতে আছে কথা তুমি ভাগবত তো পড়ে নাই
You don't read the Bhagavatam.
মহাপুরিতা
You don't read the Bhagavatam.
ভাগবত ये সাক্ষাৎ
This is directly Ganga Devi who appeared in my mouth and is bathing me.
তোমাকে পবিত্র করে দিচ্ছে
And and actually is purifying you. So the Guru told like this to disciples. Okay, disciples heard that. Okay, because but they had white cloth. So when the spit of the betel nut fell on them, on the disciples, that they became stains. Their cloth became stained. And then the next day, when the Guru was again giving Bhagavad-katha, the disciples told Gurudeva, there is something, take something in your mouth that you'll not be thirsty anymore. Okay. Then the Guru opened the mouth and the disciples gave something in their mouth, in the mouth of Guru. So in the end of the hari-katha, they put some bone in the mouth of the Guru. What did you put in my mouth? It's not. What is it, the thing you put in my mouth? The disciples told Gurudev, because 6 months ago, my mother, she left her body, and so it was the time now for me to throw her bones in the water of the Ganges. So I didn't want to spend the money to go to the Ganges or anything. So in this way, I took the bones of my mother. And I put it in your mouth, Gurudeva, because you told that the Ganges was flowing in your mouth. So you told that the Ganges was flowing in your mouth. So I just put the bones of my mother in your tongue, so that my mother will be purified. This Jayasaki Bakes, they teach the people like this. You speak hari-katha and chewing betel nuts. If you should not even listen hari-katha from someone like this. The Padma Purana explains this verse. If you listen hari-katha from a non-vaishnava, somebody who is not following the rules, the person just wants to attract the people to get money and wealth. You never get any benefit in your life, and after that, directly you go to hell. You have no benefit listening from these kind of people. So Bhagavatam explains. So if you drink milk, you'll be nourished. But if that milk has been touched by the mouth of the snake, poisonous snake, that milk will be very poisonous as well. So in the same way, if you listen to hari-katha from a non-vaishnava, you should not listen to hari-katha from a non-vaishnava. Otherwise, you'll never get any benefit actually. So there was this king, Suvarna Sena. Narada Rishi is a pure devotee, topmost devotee Narada Rishi. Narada Rishi was telling Bhagavad-katha to this king. Jnana Vairagya Katha. But because if you don't have association of sadhu, you cannot actually have faith in the katha. If you have association of pure devotee, then your Sukriti will be nourished, and then you have this faith in the word instruction of sadhu. So Narada Rishi gave good instructions to this king, Suvarna Sena. So there's some story. One day, Narada Rishi had one disciple, and this disciple used to do a lot of Guru seva. Disciple used to do a lot of Guru seva, always serving so much. But this disciple would not follow the instructions of Guru, the good instructions of Guru. So many people, they do service, but they don't follow the good instructions of Guru. So Narada Rishi thought, my disciple, okay, I have a disciple, but he's not following my instructions, so what to do? So Narada Rishi thought, okay, I must give good things to my disciple, like auspiciousness to my disciple. So it was a lady disciple, so she was cooking. Her husband had gone to the market. So Narada Rishi told her,
তোরা তো হরিকথা শুনবি না
you don't will not listen to Hari-katha? No, Gurudev, I'm serving. I don't have time to listen to Hari-katha now, Gurudev.
এখন নারদ ঋষি বিচার করেন যে বলে ডিস্ট্রাকশন
Narada Rishi thought, but if we don't have taste in listening to Hari-katha, everything is useless. Whatever we do is useless if we don't have taste for Hari-katha.
কথাতে যদি রুচি না হয়
If we don't have taste for Hari-katha,
তাহলে তার কোনো কল্যাণ হতে পারে না
cannot get any benefit.
এইজন্য নারদ ঋষি কি করলেন
Strange, maybe some problem.
সেবা দিতে
So-
কথাতে কিভাবে রুচি হয় সেই কথা বলতে চাইছেন নারদ ঋষি বললেন
Narada Rishi
এই শিষ্য
told, "Oh disciples, listen.
আমি ত্রিকালজ্ঞ বলে হ্যাঁ
I know past, present, and future. Yes, Gurudeva, this is true. Okay,
मेरा हाथ दिख कर बताइए
Gurudeva. So see my hand, Gurudeva, and tell me about my future or past.
मेरा पूर्वजन्म में कौन था
Gurudeva, tell me who I was in previous life. Tell me."
बोले देख बेटी
Then Gurudeva told, "Look, daughter, last life, past life, you were a beautiful princess.
बहुत प्रसन्न हो गया तबे
She was very happy.
हमारे पति के बारे में बताइए भाई ये बात सत्य है कि नहीं
Okay, Gurudeva, so tell me about my husband, because, of course,
साथ क्या था
everybody wants to know about
पति के बारे में जानते
your husband, like in the previous life or something."
तो राजकुमारी थी किंतु देखो तुम्हारे पति ना पूरा
Okay.
में क्या था ये गधा था
Actually, your husband in previous life, he was a donkey.
गुरुदेव मैं
Donkey.
राजकुमारी यार
Gurudeva, I was a princess and I got married to
गधे के साथ
a donkey.
सुन किसी को बहुत बोलना मत
Narada Rishi told, "Don't tell to anyone.
संसार की कथा है
This is a family matter. Don't tell to anyone else."
खराब हो
Then her mind was so disturbed, the mind of this lady.
मैं राजकुमारी
She thought, I was a princess in a previous life and I got married to a
गधे के साथ
donkey. Oh my,
अच्छा थोड़ी बात
this is terrible. After some time, her husband came
बोले
and told.
गुरुदेव आप तो त्रिकालज्ञ हैं मेरा हाथ देख करके
Also, husband told, "Gurudev, you know past, present, and future. You can see my hand and tell me who I was in previous life." Gurudeva told, "I'll tell you a beautiful thing, but don't tell to anyone. Don't tell to your wife also."
कथा कथा भजने पूरा कथा ना बोली रे जथा जथा सुन
Listen, don't tell these things
पुनः पूर्वजन्म
to others.
और एक राज
In the previous life, you were a beautiful prince. You
राजकुमार
were a nice prince.
गुरुदेव बताइए मेरा पत्नी
Okay, Gurudev, and my wife, what was she in the previous life?
सोच रहे हैं मैं जब राजकुमार था
He thought, if I was a prince, certainly my wife was also a princess in the previous life.
उन्होंने बिल्कुल कहते
But the Narada Rishi told,
ना पूर्वजन्म में
your wife in the previous life, she was
हां कुतिया
a dog, she-dog in the previous life. She was a bitch. She was a bitch in the previous life. A she-dog, a bitch.
गुरु जो बोलता है उसको मानना चाहिए
Gurudev, how possible? Hey, whatever Guru says, you must follow. You have to accept the instruction of the Guru without even hesitation. I'm telling you, don't say anything. Don't tell to anyone.
अच्छा
She was a she-dog in the previous life.
देखो मन में तो वो घाट का रस्सी
So
बना
he went to. So the wife was cooking and
मन मन विचार करने
the man was disturbed.
किसी हो गुरुदेव बोल
Okay, whatever. No, Gurudev said. If Gurudev said okay, what to do?
बात जब खा पी कर
Then after they take prasad, they went to sleep. The couple,
के देखो
and they were thinking, both of them separately.
जब सो गए
When they went to sleep, the wife, what did she do?
धीरे-धीरे विचार करने
She was thinking like,
पति जो है क्या था
so my husband in the previous life, he was a donkey.
गधा है
He was a donkey.
देखो वो धीरे-धीरे
I want to test if he was a donkey or not.
उसको प्यार के जो है चाटने लगे
So she was licking his feet.
हस्बैंड देखो कुत्ते बिल्ली जो होता है ना
You know, the dogs and cats,
इनके स्वभाव क्या होता है
they have this nature
इसके स्वभाव होता है चाटना
to lick.
कहीं पर पानी रह जाए इसलिए देखो
You can see.
घर में बिल्ली कुत्ता रखना उचित नहीं
It's not proper to have cats and dogs in your house
क्योंकि बिल्ली कुत्ता रखो
because the cats and dogs,
रहने की आप नष्ट करते हैं जब भी लोग रखते हैं
people keep these animals, but this is not proper at all. You should not keep them.
वैष्णव जो है ना
A Shuddha Vaishnava, they should not keep any cats and dogs because you cannot have Shuddha Sadachar, proper behavior, because the hair of these cats and dogs will be in your clothes and everywhere.
वो झड़ जाता है
They're flying, you know, so much hair everywhere and does everything become contaminated because of this hair.
देखो वो
So should not keep animals. So the cats and dogs. So she went near the feet of husband and
वो धीरे क्या थे
So my husband was a donkey. Okay.
गधा है कि नहीं?
So I went to check.
धीरे धीरे उसके पैर पे चढ़ने।
So she licked his feet, because Narada Rishi had told her, your husband in the previous life, he was a donkey, and also told the husband. And then the husband told, oh, today she licked my feet when I was sleeping. Then Narada Rishi said, yeah, every day she licks, but just now I realized. And then he woke up and said, you are a she-dog, you are a bitch, you are a donkey. They were quarreling like this. So Narada Rishi heard all that noise. Why are you quarreling? Gurudeva, he's a donkey. Oh, she's a bitch. Narada Rishi said, you're not a donkey, you're not a donkey, you're not a bitch. Actually, both of you are servants of Bhagavan. Gurudeva, what's it to be the servant of Bhagavan? Then Narada Rishi started giving hari-katha to them. Because the jivas, they don't have taste in hari-katha. When we're listening something that we like to hear, we are eagerly listening, like ears up. But if it's Tattva Siddhanta, after some minutes already, generally people fall asleep in the Tattva Siddhanta Katha. But the bona fide guru, he will try to make the jivas develop taste. So what I want to say is that, look, the Rishi Narada, he went to the house of Suvarna, Sena king, and told to him, what is Vishai, sense gratification? It's a venom, a poison. Just like if you drink poison, you'll die. It's in the same way. Vishai, sense gratification, is the cause of your death. So in this way, Narada Rishi, he told to the king many things about renunciation. And then this king, Suvarna Sen, gave up all his sense gratification, became a devotee of Lord. Because only a pure devotee, Shuddha Bhakta, can change our hearts. Because in the jiva doesn't have association of a pure sadhu. When the jiva has no taste for hari-katha, then the jiva cannot develop in the bhajan and sadhana. If you don't have taste in hari-katha, everything you do is useless. Whatever you do, all your endeavors are useless. You are doing serving. But if you have no taste in hari-katha, it's useless. Some people do give hari-katha and also serve, but it's also not enough. I mean, you should balance both of them, the hari-katha and service. Gurudeva used to say, you must serve and at the same time should have taste in hari-katha. I've seen with Gurudeva when he used to be in Mathura, when Gurudeva was preaching, if somebody would say, Gurudeva, I'm serving the time of hari-katha, Gurudeva would say, no, you have to sit down, you have to come for hari-katha. Everybody should sit down in hari-katha and listen. So what I want to say is that, like Srila Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada told, we have to have taste in hari-katha. If you have taste for hari-katha, you cannot stay, survive without it. It's like when you're hungry, you're endeavoring, always hankering for the food. So if you have taste in hari-katha, we're always also longing. When can I get a beautiful hari-katha? So all these stages, no? Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana, Kriyanata, Nivriti, Starucha, Shakti, Bhava, Prem. So this king, Suvarna Sena, he stayed in the Dham, doing sadhana bhajana. This king Suvarna Sen, he came in the Mahaprabhu's Lila as Buddhimanta Khan. And this Buddhimanta Khan served Mahaprabhu also. There are many descriptions about this. What I want to say is that Sadhu Sango, and listen hari-katha. If we have tasting hari-katha, our life will be successful.